the stream. Wah. It me. I'm big. Big time. It me. Hello. Welcome to this stream. Welcome, welcome, honeys. How are you, my luminals? We're gonna do some cool stuff today. Let me go back to me. Bonjour. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Wah. How are we doing? Big Amora, I am Big Space Lady. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I'm still not doing great, unfortunately. I'm still kind of ill. It's fine. It's all good. I took some medicine like right before this. I took some medicine like while I was like, I pressed start stream and like legitimately while the waiting room was up, while like the starting soon screen was up, I took some medicine. So that should kick in about like 10 minutes or so. So I should be good to be decent at least for tonight. I will do my very, very best. But hello, welcome to this stream. We got some. Hopefully, this one will be a bit of a chill one. We got some marshmallows. We got some questions and things. Yeah. Thank you so much to everybody who submitted a cool question and things. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I went through them, and yeah. I couldn't answer them all, unfortunately. We got hundreds, but I picked out a good few of them. Some of them were basically the same question, so some people asked like the same question in different wording, so in that case I just picked like one of them that was like the most concise. So there we go. Hopefully hopefully that should be good. You forgot to send one? That's okay, honey. We'll be doing this in the future as well. I want to do one of these, like, you know, again in the future at some point or another. Maybe like next month or something. Don't hold me to that, but I would like to do that again in the future. So yeah, do not worry. If you couldn't manage to get one in this time, that's okay. That's all good. That's all good. We will do it again. Don't worry. You'll have another chance. Don't worry about it. Hope there wasn't too much debatable stuff to have to sift through. I mean, not really. I was kind of surprised, actually. You guys are on your best behavior for these. I'm very proud of you, actually. I was expecting to get a lot more sus than I actually did get. So, like, thank you. Yeah, you guys are on your best behaviors. Minnie! Welcome to the stream. Welcome, honey. Wait for my chat on screen to catch up. There you go, there you are. Welcome to the stream. Mwah, Minnie. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Yes, very much so. Yeah, you guys were on your best behavior. I only got like one or two. And yeah, it was, yeah. And I was expecting it. When you are on the internet, and when you are on the internet for like a long time, you just kind of expect that you will get people who will do that. And that's, you know, it's what it is. But yeah, there was a lot less than I was expecting there to be. So thank you. I appreciate it. We'll go over that at some point or another during the stream, because I got some questions about it, which is nice. I like that you guys ask, so I'll answer some of that. If you guys want to stick around, I will answer some stuff about that. Internet is struggling, but I needed to be here. Thank you, Minnie. Thank you. Thank you, honey. We got some good questions, very much so. Yeah, please pray for Middy's internet. Middy's internet is kind of having a bit of a day. And she's streaming later on today as well. I was gonna raid into you, Middy. So, I hope it fixes itself. Live, please, live. Would be gay. Would be gay? Would be great is what I meant to say. Would be gay? What? You know what? Anything is gay with me and Middy. went badly. That went badly. That went so badly. That went so badly. No. I'm sorry. That was a Freudian slip. Anyway. Listen. I've mentioned my love for Mitty many times. Would be gay for you too, baby girl. Oh, Mitty. Mitty. No, would be great. I hope your internet fixes itself, honey. I hope it works, because I will write into you later. Yeah. Have a good time. Have a good time. Off to a great start. We kind of are. We are off to a great start. Listen, you can't make fun of me. I'm ill. I am ill. You cannot make fun of me. Haha. I found the loophole. Okay. Today's gonna be rather chill. I'm just gonna be talking at you guys, and you guys are gonna be talking at me. That is the nature of cool Zatsus and things. So, yeah, hopefully I've picked out, I think it was about 27 or so questions out of the collection that we got. So yeah, I'm hoping to go through all of them. I will do my very, very best. So yeah, for anybody who's only just walking in, yes, apologies if I do not pick your question specifically. I apologize very much so. There was a couple people that instead of putting like one question, they put about like 5 in one, and I don't feel like that I could do that. I feel like that's like 5 questions in one. I don't know if I can like do that correctly. So yeah, apologies for people who did that as well. Yeah, we're all learning. We're all learning. But thank you for the super, honey. Thank you. Oh, I feel better. Thank you. Oh, it's your birthday, honey. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, honey. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy birthday. Yeah. Yeah, so, I've done my best to only choose people that have, like, one question and stuff. But yeah, very much so. Yeah! So yeah, do you guys want to get started? You want to get started on, like, cool stuff? You want to get started on cool questions and things? Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, again, I will do my very, very best to go through all of these in the best way possible. But yeah, we got a PowerPoint and everything. It's gonna be great. PowerPoint time! Is this gonna work? It worked! Thank God. Okay. Thank God it worked. Okay. Good to know. Welcome to the PowerPoint, honeys. These are the marshmallows. We're gonna begin. Yeah! The pink matches so well. I color picked it, that's why. I color picked it, so. They should be all good. A little loud sound in the transition. I apologize, I still have to fix that. I will eventually get round to fixing it. It's a little low on my priority list at the moment, but I will fix it. Rakuma, thank you for the super, honey. Thank you. We're not starting this again. We're not beginning this again. Marshmallow time. Shall we start? Should we get to it? Yeah, I think my cursor is like, oh no, oh my god, my cursor is like a teeny tiny shade of pink. No, I did not think this through. I didn't think this through at all. Uh-oh. Okay, you know what? If I need the cursor, I'll need the cursor, but it should be fine, I think. So. Order in the chat, the princess is about to hold a presentation. Exactly. Order, I say. Don't make me get out the, the hammer. I'll get out the hammer. You know what? I'll bring out the hammer. Order in my chat. do you make? Can I... Yeah! Order! Order in my chat! Order! Yeah! Okay. Well, next is thank you for the super honey. Can I go to the bathroom before the presentation? I'm starting now. Hurry. Run. Did anybody have a professor that used to do that? I used to have like a professor that would mark you in, like they would like lock the door. Like the minute that like class started. So if you had like a 9 AM class or something, he would like lock the door at 9. Like you weren't allowed in if you turned up at 9:01. So like people just stopped turning up to his class in total. Like they just stopped coming. I ended up going to like a class of his about like halfway through, and it was just me and him. So yeah, I think he like let me leave about like 15 minutes later because no one else was there. Yeah, that was an interesting one. Anyway, off topic. Should we begin? This is gonna be a long stream, I can tell. Okay, we ready? Yeah, okay. Let me read. I'm trying to think of how I can do this, because I have my OBS on my main screen, and then on my second monitor, I have the presentation with the marshmallows on it. So, gotta figure out how I do this and keep my mouth on the mic. Okay, ready? Hi, Amora. You mentioned before that you read a lot. I do. What are some of your favorite books or book series? Do you have any recommendations for someone who wants to get back into reading? I do. I do indeed. Sorry. I got really distracted then. I could hear my own background music like echoing and I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh, what happened? Anyway. Any recommendations for someone who is looking to get back into reading? I do. As luck would have it, I do. Kablam! I should have put like a fade transition on that, but you know what? It is what it is. These are some of my favorite books of all time. Some of them I haven't read in a while. Like The 9 Lives of Montezuma, I haven't read that in a long time. Very much so. But these are some of my favorite books of all time. But I specifically chose books from my favorite book list that are like easy to get into. These are easy reads. These are reads that you can read just for like funsies, basically. The Borrowers is, I think, like I'm trying to think, like The Borrowers is the only one in this book list that I think maybe it's a little more like you gotta sit down and read it type of thing. Anyway, let me pull up my cursor, because my cursor's actually gonna work now with this. Here we go. Yeah! So, Watership Down for funsies, alright. I love Watership Down. Unironically, Watership Down is one of the ones that I read every year. Every year I read Watership Down, and every year I redesign. I do illustrations for each of the rabbits and stuff. The only one that has stayed consistent is my design for Hazel and my design for Blackabar. They're the only ones that is consistent, but every year I redesign all of the rabbits in like an illustration. And I do it every year. It's one of my favorite books, that's why. However, so let me go through this with you. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. You will cry. Watership Down. You will cry. Howl's Moving Castle doesn't really have much of a cry to it. However, Howl's Moving Castle, the book, is a lot different from the film. Yeah. What do you mean? I liked the film. I like Watership Down the film. It's great. It's good. I like it. Yeah, Howl's Moving Castle, the book, is a lot different from the film. There's a lot of things in it that are very, very different. For example, Spoilers, 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 spoilers. In fact, I'll go spoilers, 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 spoilers. And then I'll come back in and zoom in again when there's no more spoilers. Okay, ready? How in the book, he's actually Welsh. He's like, he's Welsh in the book, but not like, you know, he comes from Wales type of thing. I mean, like, he's from modern day Wales. Like, the guy's living in 2023 in Wales with, like, computers and stuff, and they go, like, visit his family in Wales, and he, like, brings his, like, little cousins or brothers or whatever. They bring his, like, little children family members, they bring them, like, computer games and stuff. It's really bizarre. It's really weird. Okay. End of spoilers, end of spoilers, end of spoilers, end of spoilers. So yeah, can recommend. The Borrowers is, I really like it, but I like it more for the vibe, I think. The Borrowers for me is quite, it's not necessarily like an easy read, like I do have to sit down and really make myself read it, but it is really entertaining and I do like it. And Arietti always kind of annoyed me as a character. I liked Pod. I liked her dad. Pod was a good character. I like him a lot. He's cool. Didn't they do a movie based off it? Arietti or something? They did, very much so. And they were a lot more... They actually held more to the book than I thought they were going to. So hats off, Ghibli. They did a really good job. Really, really good job. 9 Lives of Montezuma is a Michael Murapago book, which is, if you guys don't know, Michael Murapago, he is, he's the same author who did Warhorse, if anyone's read that. 9 Lives of Montezuma is about a cat. So he's like a very elegant farm cat type of thing. And I'm not kidding when I say that if I talk about it anymore, I will spoil the entirety of the book. So go read it. Am I excited for the next Studio Ghibli movie? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm very excited. I'm gonna go see it. It's got the English version has Robert Pattinson in it, and he's demolished this role genuinely. Robert Pattinson is a much better actor than I thought he was. And he's like, he's kind of, him in Batman recently was really good. That was, how long ago was that? That was like a year ago. Yeah, he's a lot better of an actor than I thought he was. So he's doing better stuff now. I'm impressed. Yeah. And finally, for my favorite book, my last favorite book on this particular list, The Twits. Roald Dahl's The Twits is one of my favorite books of all time. My dad, in order to try and get him, my father the king, in order to try and get me into reading, not only did he get me like a bunch of comics and stuff, but he also used to read to me when I was very, very little. So he read to me tons and tons of Roald Dahl books, and The Twits is one of the ones that he read to me. He also read Watership Down to me, but The Twits is one of the ones that he read to me, and he used to do all these voices for it. And yeah, it has a very special place in my heart because of that. It's a really, really good book. I would put The Twits down in my top 10 best books of all time. Genuinely. So there we go. I read The Twits when I was little, and one of the first chapter books I remember reading. I love this so much. Yeah, The Twits is really good. Definitely go read that. Go read that. It's really good. So there we go. Those are the books that I recommend for anybody who wants to get back into reading more. Yeah. Next one. Wow. Okay. Hey Amora, if you could make your own game, what would you do? Would it be similar to Hollow Knight? Would it be about your planet? Same thing with an original song. What genre would you like, and what theme would you go for? Thanks for all the streams so far. These ones are good. Hang on. Give me a second. I'm gonna take off. I'm wearing a jumper right now, and it's really warm. Maybe I'm warm. I do have a temperature, so give me a second. Amora takes off clothes during stream. Whoa. There we go. I'm taking off my jumper. I'm back. Whoa. Streamer takes off clothes. Whoa. No, it's just a jumper. I feel a bit less. Clippers are gonna jump bite like that. Don't do it. It's fine. I'm too ill to care. If I could make my own game, I've thought about this recently, actually. I keep thinking about game dev. I've actually made a few games in my time. Trying to think. So I've made demo platformers, I've made demo 3D platformers before, just to like teach myself how to do it. But also like the first like full demo I ever made was a like a click and point puzzle game. So I was really into what do you call it? I was really into like the Monkey Island series, which if you don't know, basically it's like click and point puzzle games where like you play as a character called Guybrush Threepwood, and basically you just have to like walk around the island, like solving problems, collecting items, and basically just collecting all the right stuff. Yeah, and I really liked it, so I wanted to make a game of my own that was inspired by that, so I made a game demo years and years ago called Purgatory, which the whole concept was that you were a character that had like died somehow. You had died in some mysterious circumstance, and now your ghost was inhabiting Purgatory, which was this like giant multi-story house full of puzzles and different things. And in order to ascend to the afterlife, you had to solve all the puzzles and go through all the rooms, basically. And it was, I don't know, it was quite bad for a game because I made it when I was like 16 or so. But yeah, that was a thing that I made years and years ago. Where the character puts the whole dog in his pocket. Well, but yeah, no one will believe you. Yes, very much so. Yeah, fun fact about Purgatory. I had a character, like you met Death in the game, and like it was heavily implied that Death lived in the Purgatory house, because you just see like photos on the wall of him like on holiday with his daughter, who was like a skeleton as well, but she was like a skeleton who was like emo, but she like didn't have any hair, so she would like sellotape like a fringe onto her skull. I don't know, some of the ideas that I came up with I'm still pretty proud of. There's like photos of like Death in like a Hawaiian shirt. He's like still in his like full cloak with like the scythe and everything, but he's like wearing the he's like still wearing like the Hawaiian shirt because he's on holiday. So yeah, I've done a little bit of game dev, but I keep thinking about it now because I want to like I keep wanting to be like, don't steal those ideas, they already exist, I have proof of them. But yeah, like I just tend to, I made like game demos and stuff. Yeah, Grim Fandango, that, yeah, I don't know, it was fun. I liked making the demo, but it never like went past that demo, basically. So yeah, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. It's on one of my old drives. Purgatory is interesting. Maybe I will turn it into a real game one day, but who knows? Probably not. But yeah, if I was to like make something nowadays, I think I would probably make like a Metroidvania in that regard. But I feel like I would combine Metroidvania with like bullet hell. I think that's what I would do if I was gonna make another game now. Because I really like the control mechanics that you have. I like how sensitive the control mechanics in Hollow Knight are, but I also kind of like the bullet hell mechanics that you get in Binding of Isaac. So I would like to combine those if I could. I'd write my own story and stuff as well, but if I was gonna make a game now, I'd do that. Yeah. In terms of like songs and stuff, this one's kind of an embarrassing answer also, but I've also thought about this at some point or another. I'm not a very musical person in general. I don't have any skill with that at all. I'm not like Killia in any aspect like that. So sounds like my ideal game. Yeah, I think it's cool. I would like to make that, but I don't have any natural musical talent and stuff. If I was to make an original song, I would like to channel the music style of like 90s to 2000s college rock, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm talking about like I'm talking about like Smash Mouth, I'm talking about like Bowling for Soup or like Busted or something like that. Like that is what I would make. That is the style of song that I would make, if that makes any sense. I would want to be as cringe as possible while sounding like fun, you know? Yeah, not the direction I was expecting, but it's valid, right? Dude, I was listening to, I think it's the fact that I did like Stacy's mom during the karaoke. So I think that's got me thinking about like like 2000s college rock is the vibe that I'd want. High School Never Ends, yeah! Cringe says, don't call me cringe says, what do you mean? Excuse me? Rude. It's just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it. I can't even be mad at you for that. That's good. That's funny. So there we go. That's what I would do. Next one. I should, in fact, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna select all, and then I'm gonna give them all a fade transition. Yeah, there we go. See, now it shouldn't be as horrifically jarring. There we go. Wow, next one! Next one! Why does it go to... you know what? Whatever. It's better. It's better. That's fine. It's fine. Anyway. Anyway. Hey Amora, after watching your D&D video, I remember the dumb stuff I do to spice up the session. Do you have any funny anecdotes you'd like to share? I do. I do very much so. I haven't been playing as much D&D nowadays because I've been working and stuff. But a few years ago, I was in... I'm a forever DM. So I like to try and make the most of the times of which I am actually a player. This is one of the few times that I was a player. And I played a monk. I played a monk called Valko. And I was in a party with 3 other people, so there was 4 of us in total. It was a situation in which we had to sneak into this weird castle-y bit. And we decided in order to scope out the place faster, we would split the party. So it was myself and another party member going around together, and the 2 others were sneaking off as well. The 2 other members, one of them had a disguise kit, and so they disguised themselves as a guard, and the other one was a changeling. So they both decided at some point or another to take out 2 of the guards, to steal their clothes, and to disguise themselves as guards. And so we all went round, we did our own bit, they did their own bit, and at some point or another, without us knowing, we came across each other. As in, I opened the door as me. I opened the door to see two large, intimidating guards that protected this castle directly in front of me. My DM looks at me and they go, Amora, you see two guards in front of you. Do you think that these people are going to capture you if you do not do something now? What do you do? And my instant reaction is, I want to kick him in the balls. I roll my dice. Nat 20. We are very high level right now. We are very, very high level right now. It is canonical to that story now. It is canonical to the roles of the universe now. That character, my dear friend's character, can no longer have children because of how hard I kicked him in the nuts. Gone, one foul swoop. Just demolished. Oh. So there we go. It's nat 20. I broke him, and any aspect of which he was hoping to continue his bloodline, gone in that moment. Sorry. Whoops! Sorry, Lupus. So yeah, very much so. I am a forever DM. I DM most of the time. So anytime I get the chance to be a player, you cannot tell me I do not make the most of it. You're laughing. You destroyed this man's testicles and you're laughing? I am laughing. Very much so. Okay. Next question. As an aficionado of TTRPGs, do you watch or listen to any TTRPG podcasts or shows? Are there any that you think the Luminauts would enjoy? Well, it just so happens I have two that I think you guys would very much enjoy. These are the only ones that I could think of at the moment. This The Adventure Zone is really, really good. This show is absolutely fantastic. The Adventure Zone has some of the best story writing I have ever seen in a D&D game. Ever. Genuinely. I take so much inspiration from the Adventure Zone. You have no idea. And for you guys who I have a sneaking suspicion you guys might like some VTuber stuff, The Unexpectables is really good. I like The Unexpectables. It is funny, it is charismatic, it's got some really, really nice character interactions. Takahata 101 is in Unexpectables, and I never really watched like Takahata's streams, like necessarily. I never really like tuned in, but when I found out about The Unexpectables, I started watching. The Unexpectables is really, really good. They have episodes on YouTube. Go watch some stuff. It's really, really funny. It's really, really good. I've listened to some Adventure Zone, but I wasn't interested, but that's just me. Yeah, it very much is. Yeah, this is just stuff that I have enjoyed in the past. Do not feel like you gotta go watch this stuff just because I like it, or that you gotta like it just because I like it. This is just stuff I like. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Next one. Other than D&D, are there any... I grouped them all together, by the way. This isn't just like... Not everyone is asking me about TTRPGs. This is just... I've grouped them together. Other than D&D, are there any TTRPG systems out there that you would recommend people try out? While practically everyone knows about D&D, there are a lot of systems out there which can suit different playstyles and scenarios. Yes, very much so. I have not just played D&D, I've played a lot of the other things as well. Probably... So, here we go. I will flip on to the next slide. These are the ones that I think are good from a sliding scale of, like, a lot more complicated, pretty much the same level. You can get it in about 10 minutes of somebody explaining the rules to you. Star Wars FFG. I'm not talking about Shadowrun. I'm not a fan of Shadowrun. Shadowrun is like way too complicated for me for some reason. I've never been able to get a grip on it. Star Wars FFG is really good. I don't actually know what FFG stands for. Star Wars FFG is really, really good. It has a very similar concept to D&D, except for a couple very specific details. So Star Wars FFG has dice that allows you to basically mess about with stuff. So instead of just having like so in D&D, let's say that I wanted to jump over a table, I would roll, and the DM says, okay, it's a 14 for you to succeed, and I roll a 15. That means that I succeed and I can jump over the table. Star Wars FFG doesn't really work like that. You don't get given like a number or a ratio that you have to fit into in order to do the thing. Instead, you have like a pass-failure type of thing. So... You can basically, like, let's say I wanted to jump over the table, I can, like, you know, I can roll some stuff, and, like, I fail, and I can add, like, a bunch of, like, different points on it in order to make it, like, a fail, but other stuff happens instead. Yeah, so they have, like, a good failure, they have a full failure, they have a bad success, and a full success, basically, is the idea. So, even if you succeed on a good jumping over the table type of thing, you can still like succeed in a bad way. You can still have things succeed in a bad way. Additionally, there is also an additional mechanic where you can use it to tilt the scale in your way. So basically, let's say that I want to jump over this table, but I'm not quite certain if I can jump over the table well enough. I can use like the additional like funky force dice in order to move the scales in my favor. So I can be certain that I have a better chance of jumping over that table than I would have previously. However, the second that I use that dice, the force dice then goes to the DM, and the DM has the ability to use that force dice to tip the scales in their favor. It's good. I like it a lot. There is consequences for me using stuff in that game. It's fun. I really like it. Yeah, so highly recommend. It's a little more complicated. The whole class system is a bit convoluted. There's skill trees and all kinds that are also a bit convoluted. Edge of the Empire is the one indeed that I am talking about. Yes, very much so. It's good. I like it. So yeah, it's a bit more complicated than D&D in like different ways. So go have a look and see if it's your thing. Yeah. Yay, consequences for my actions. Pathfinder V1 or V2? Pathfinder 2 is the one that I have personally played. I haven't played all that much of it, admittedly, because I'm a D&D fiend. But Pathfinder is also good. Pathfinder, I find, is a lot more combat-based. For my liking, I'm not really like a huge combat fan. I think it's fun and I can utilize it a lot. But yeah, it's one of those things of like specific needs call for specific things, basically. I like it. I like it a lot. It feels a lot more like D&D 3.5. It kind of does, actually, which is kind of interesting to me. They utilize... Let me think. Pathfinder is it is very similar to like D&D 3.5. In fact, sometimes when I'm having a hard time trying to DM like a specific function for D&D, I will have a look and see how they would do it in Pathfinder instead. So yeah, Pathfinder is also pretty good. And finally, Monster of the Week. Monster of the Week is one of the tabletop RPGs that I think, if I explained it well to somebody, they could figure it out in about 10 minutes. And I love that about Monster of the Week. That is the nature of what Monster of the Week is. Monster of the Week, the whole idea is that you are a group of monster hunters and you are hunting the Monster of the Week, TM. It's a very, very simple thing. If you play a D&D, you can play Monster of the Week so easily. It's very, very fun. The whole idea is that you create short, snappy characters to do fun, stupid stuff with. So even if you are not like a combat individual, Monster of the Week can cater to that quite well. It's good. I think I ended up dating the monster in the end. That is a thing you can do in Monster of the Week. It's legitimately a real thing that you can do. It has happened to me in one-shots many times. Yeah. It's good. I can recommend, very much so. I might get the Haven Girls. I might badger the Haven Girls into doing a Monster of the Week with me. But that might not be possible. They might not want to, or it might be things with scheduling and stuff. I would like to. It might not happen. I don't want to like promise anything because that is, you know, that's on scheduling and if things happen, you know. Oh no! I just got a DM from Midi. No, let me read it, please! Oh no! Oh bless. Anyway. Oh, I can read it now, there we go. Oh, okay, nice. She was letting me know things. Bless Midi. I'd love to see any kind of roleplay game campaign between EIEN members. I want that to happen so badly. I am gonna do my best to make that happen. But again, it will be about scheduling, it will be about who is available, who knows how to play the game, who's even interested in playing. I'm gonna do my best to make that happen. But yeah, there is a lot of factors. I will only say for certain when we're doing stuff when I know for certain we're doing stuff. Ugh. Me trying to organize a D&D game with people in different time zones. Ah! But yeah, there we go. If you want to play more TTRPGs, have a look at these. Have a look at these. Try them out. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Yeah. Next question. What is my favorite class in Dungeons and Dragons? Cleric. Cleric. Every time. I am a cleric fiend. I love clerics so much because they can basically cater to nearly everything that I want to do. I'm the type of player that if I'm gonna play a character, I will think of the character and then try and fit my character into the class and subclass. So, yeah. It's very rare that I will come up with a character from having a look at classes and subclasses and stuff. Paladin gang? I tried to play a paladin and it didn't go so well. I couldn't get a hang of it, unfortunately. It was too complicated for me. Yeah. I had a campaign with full of cleric players. Yeah, that's the thing with cleric, is that cleric fits into a lot more niches than you think they would do. Because, like, you know, at baseline, clerics are, like, the default healers. But when you have a look at, like, subclasses and, like, abilities and stuff, you can basically have a cleric for every single person in a party, and you will be fine. You can have battle clerics, and I love that so much! Cleric can be the face, the muscle, and the healer. Exactly. Exactly! It's great. I love it. I haven't even started my first campaign. I'm playing a paladin. Should I work? No. Absolutely not. Paladin is really good. I don't know. Paladin technically has nothing wrong with it. It's just my brain couldn't wrap my head around it. That's a me issue. That's a me issue in general. Yeah. Alright. Next question. What is my favorite band? Not technically a band. I'm a Mitski fan. I'm a Mitski fan. She is wonderful. Fun fact about Mitski and Mitski music for me. I first started listening to Mitski in late 2019, early 2020. That is the first time I heard about Mitski. And the first song I ever listened to from Mitski was I Bet on Losing Dogs. And I found this song at maybe about 2 in the morning. And I listened to it. And I kid you not, the first time I ever listened to a Mitski song, I Bet on Losing Dogs, I cried so hard I gave myself a nosebleed. I love this woman so much. I cried so hard that my nose started bleeding. I didn't even know that was like physically possible until it happened. I don't know how I managed it. Oh my goodness. It's an amazing song. It really, I love Mitski so much. I've been trying to get tickets to go see her for years. It's never happened. I will try forever. I will travel anywhere to go see Mitski. It will happen one day. But not anytime soon. Yeah. I love her so much. Too much pressure on the tear ducts conveying to a blood vessel in the nose? Maybe, who knows? All I know is that after the first hour or so of crying horrifically at this song, my nose started bleeding. So Mitski gave me a nosebleed. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Tickets on Throne sometime? It's not the money. I would be willing to like fork out whatever I needed to go get tickets and stuff. The problem is that they sell out so fast that every time I've tried to get tickets, it's just been an impossible challenge. Impossible. I'll keep trying. Do I remember what song it was? It was I Bet on Losing Dogs. It's the one that starts with my baby, you're my baby, say it to me. And it destroys me. Even now, I cannot listen to it because it destroys me so badly. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Right? Right? I'm so real for that. I love her. Her new album's really good. I like her stuff a lot. So yeah. Mitski. Next one. Hey Amora, can you please stop abducting our cows and drawing circles in our crop field? That's not very cool. Thanks. No. I like milkshakes too. Aliens like milkshakes too. We deserve milkshakes. No. I volunteer to be a cow? Wait. Eh? I think there are easy ways to get a milkshake. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's like a drive-through. It's like going to the drive-thru. I drive through, want to go a milkshake, I just pick up a cow and leave. Yeah, seems about right. Alright, next one. Hi Amora, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to ask you something. You've known Navi since you were little, right? Can you share with us any cute or memorable stories from your childhood? I can. I don't know if she's told you any little stories from like baby Mora. I don't know if that's a thing that she's told you or spoken to you yet about. I was a very sensitive child. I was a very, very sensitive child. I cried a lot about a lot of different things, and I was a complete baby. I was terrified of everything, but I think it's like a good story that I can tell you guys. Okay, so I don't know if she's told you guys this one. When I was very little, I was very, very sensitive. So one day when I was very little, I was roaming about the castle with Navi, and we came across a space moth. We came across a space moth that had died of natural causes and was laying in the sunlight. And baby Mora was horrified. Baby Mora was so distraught that this space moth was lying, you know, peacefully on the ground, having perished in the sun. She was so distraught by it that she demanded that we hold a funeral service. And so baby Mora and Navi scooped up the body of this space moth, put it into a tiny glass case, and hosted an entire funeral service for this moth, basically. And I don't remember how long it went on for, or however long, but I still have the glass case with the moth. I still have it. It's in the Ark. Like, I still own it. And the moth is still there. The moth is still there. Yeah, it's real. Very much so. She's, you know, she's a moth corpse. There was like nothing that would like get it. It's a completely sealed like glass case type of thing. It's like a little matchbox case thing. So yeah. Can I show the moth sometime? I mean, it's like a moth carcass. I can go take a picture of it after stream or something, but like, yeah. I think like, I'm gonna have to go find it, but I think baby Mora like put things in it as well. Like, I think baby Mora put like acorns and stuff in it as well as like, because I remember at the time I was learning about how in some cultures people put things in like coffins and stuff as like to help the people in the afterlife and things. So I think I put like an acorn or something in with like the little moth to be like, here you go, have an acorn in the afterlife or something along those lines. Yeah, I was very, very sensitive as a child. I still have it. I do still have it. Yeah. I showed you my dead moth still. Please respond. I'll take a picture of it and I will see if management think it's a good idea for me to post it. But yes, that is something that baby Mora had. And yeah, I demanded that Navi and I host a funeral for this moth. So that's what we did. That is what we did. Can I share my dead moth with chat? Amora, what is wrong with you? It might be. It might be. It might be. So yeah, there we go. That is an embarrassing story of myself from when I was a young princess and Navi, who put up with me for a long time. Thank you, Navi. She treats me well. She treats me well. What a story to come in on now! I mean, welcome, but now! Were I book girl? I don't believe so. I was very, very terrified of animals in general. But for some reason, I was just very dedicated to this particular moth. I was very young. I'm talking like toddler. I was very little. I was iffle. Alright, next one. Next one. Yeah! What kind of merch do you want to have made in the future? Figurine, plushie, apparel, etc.? I think a lot of Luminauts would want a ducky. Respectfully, of course. Indeed. Respectful. I see you guys. I know what you'd use that for. I see you. Respectful. I would like to do a ducky at some point or another, but that's a really, really big one, and I do not know, you know, etc, etc. If I was living in like an ideal world where we didn't have to think about budget or like, you know, everybody getting the same thing or whatever, I like figurines. I really do. I like figurines a lot. I like cute little standees and I like figurines. They are my favorites. I have toyed with the idea of like making my own type of thing. Cause I really okay, so my mother the queen, who is a wonderful, wonderful individual. My mother the queen is aware that I am a VTuber. She's aware of it, she knows, and she's incredibly supportive. I love her so much. And I remember mentioning it to her a while back. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Earth. I'm gonna become a part of this cool company, and I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be a VTuber for them." And she was like, "Oh, that would be nice. Do you get merch?" And I was like, "Well, it's at some point or another, sure." And therefore, my mother the queen, she wants Amora merch. As well as I do. She wants some more merch, and I want more merch. So I want to get her some cool Amora merch. It's very sweet. I still need to tell you the story of them finding out about your career. I will at a future date. I can't say too much on that actually, because that'll ruin the surprise. But yeah, she's lovely. So I would like figurines. I like figurines a whole lot. I'm not a plushie person per se. The only time that I think like I'd be into like plushies is if like we did like an EIEN plushie collection. Like if we did like a Haven collection, if they did like a Musia collection type of thing, I would want to get like a plushie with the rest of the girls. But if I was like picking my own merch, I wouldn't pick plushies. Not my vibe. Not my vibe. Figurines and standees. Yeah, I like them a lot. I have, I've mentioned this in a previous stream, but I have Kirby figurines, because I like Kirby. Can you tell that I like pink? I have Kirby figures. They're cute. Chibi Amora plush would be so cute. Yeah, they would be cute. I'd like to get one with the rest of Haven, but yeah. Nope, had no idea. Yeah, see, you can't tell. You cannot tell at all that I like pink. So yeah, I have Kirby figures and stuff. If I was to get merch, I would like a figure, and I would like standees, or something along those lines. Yeah. Pink is a very pretty color. I think so. Hang on, I'm gonna cough. Excuse me, I am still ill. I apologize. Sorry. I don't want to like cough down the mic because that's not particularly polite. Would I have a mouse pad? I laughed at this actually, because you can get you know, you can get titty mouse pads. You can get titty mouse pads, and you know, obviously, they do look rather comfortable, I must say. I can see where people are coming from. Respectful. They do look rather comfortable. You can get titty mouse pads. And as much as it would be great for me, and I would like to get one for wrist support, I've thought it would be a lot funnier. Out of all of the Haven girls, I've mentioned this many times to her specifically. Out of all of the Haven girls that I would like to get a titty mouse pad of, I want to get a titty mouse pad of Zumi, and I just want it to be a regular mouse pad. Do her dirty like that. We're friends. I've said this to her. I have said this to her face. So yes, as much as the wrist support for my own mouse pad would be fantastic, I feel like a Zumi pad would be a lot more desirable, in my opinion. Exactly, you can't be friends without being savage. Exactly. With befriending a British person comes befriending the banter that comes with it. Yeah! I love you, Zumi! Mwah! So there we go. That's what I would like my merch and things to be. Just went back and listened to the D&D anecdotes. Quite a hectic interaction. Yeah! Hairbun mouse pads? I'd have to be upside down. I would have to be upside down. Or like, I don't know. What if you had like a double-ended mouse pad and you could have like, you know, these and them. I don't know. Need to be practical. I don't know much about manufacturing merch, so yeah. When it comes time to doing the whole merch stuff, I will do my very best to make stuff interesting. Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna... Excuse me. Excuse me. You need space for the mouse on the mouse pad. Exactly. Exactly. Next. Out of interest, have you done any writing? Fanfiction or your own stories? I have written a lot of fanfiction in my time. I've written a lot of fanfiction in my time. None of which has seen the light of day, I must say, because I know for a fact that if I say that I have published fanfiction, some of you would go out to try and find it, and luckily, none of it is published. So, they're all on pen drives and hard drives and stuff from previous computers and things, so. But I've written a lot of fanfiction, Can I publish it now? No, of course not. I was not a Wattpad individual. I went from fanfiction to AO3. And yeah. Nothing spicy. I'm not a smut enjoyer. Which is kind of counterintuitive considering that I use AO3. But, I'm actually not like a big fan of like smut fanfiction. I'd rather read about like love that people have, or like the human connection type of thing. I'd rather read about people having like a struggle and then like a happy ending. Yeah. That's what I would prefer. So, I've written a lot of fanfiction about a lot of different things. I've written Teen Titan fanfiction. I know that for certain. I've written Teen Titan fanfiction at one point or another. What else have I written for? I've written Sonic the Hedgehog fanfiction. I've definitely written Sonic the Hedgehog fanfiction. Oh god, what else? Because that's not the only two ones that I've written for. I wrote a lot of Sonic fanfiction. Yeah. Yeah. No, it wasn't that like... I didn't have like OCs or anything. It was like... I watched... I was a very big Sonic fan when I was like very young. But my favorite show out of all of them that they ended up doing was Sonic X. That was my favorite one. And I couldn't stand Chris, the character Chris. I couldn't stand him. He was really, really annoying, and I didn't understand why they had to have like weird humans that had like no relevancy to the plot turn up. So I basically just rewrote it without Chris. I basically just wrote Sonic X. What would have happened if Chris just didn't exist? So, I really hated this character. What did he do? But be annoying for like the whole time. You get that? See, right? He was just annoying the whole time. I hated that guy. I really did. He sucked. He sucked the whole time. And there was nothing that anybody could have done to make me hate him less. So yes, that was mostly what my Sonic fanfiction was about. Imagine showing that to the producers of the show. Well, yeah, I just, you know, because like the whole point of like, the only good thing that Chris did have was the fact that he helped them navigate the human world really well. That was the only thing that he did, and he helped them like out with communicating with the government and stuff. That was it. That was the only thing that he helped them with. So like my whole fanfiction was just about them getting in trouble with the government. That was kind of it. Now I'm thinking about it. What was childhood Amora about? Why was she doing this? Even his name is just basic and boring. What is his last name? What is his last name? Hang on. Sonic X Chris. What's his... Chris Thorndike! Yeah, he sucks. I hate him. Get him out of here. And then, like, spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it and wants to see it. He became, like... He became, like... They, like, left, and then they made another series. Weirdly enough, the second series of Sonic X was, like, really good. It was really, really good. And it was entirely because... I don't remember which games had come out at the same time of it, but basically the reason that the show was bad for so long was because they wanted it to match the storylines of the games that were out at the time. But the show was like so popular that they continued it for another season, and basically they were just like, hey, just make whatever, and so they just put him in space. And it was great. It was fantastic. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2? I think so. I think so. Once as a kid, tried to put Sonic Adventure 2 and Super Mario Sunshine discs into my Wii, thinking the games would combine. The discs got broken. They got stuck and they broke my Wii. My guy! That is the most adorable thing in the entire world, but also, please have some brain cells. I beg you. I beg you. I thought they combined into one game! That is not in any circumstance how that works. What a scientist, he tried to create the greatest game of all time. Oh, buddy. That is That is adorable and so not how it works. Oh no! Oh. Kinda need a stream where you gush about Sonic now. Maybe that can be one of the afternoons with Amora, because I like Sonic enough to just talk about Sonic, to be honest with you. Like, I will just talk to you about Sonic. At you. Genuinely. You fool, that's exactly how game development works. Now! No! No! Ugh. Wow. What animal might my Sonic OC be? I don't know, actually. I feel like canonically, because I'm an angel, I'd be whatever the heck Cosmo was. What was Cosmo? She was like a plant entity, right? She was like a weird plant guy? Plant person? Plant individual? I don't know what she was something anyway. I need to now bring back my PowerPoint. There we go. Give us a full essay on Sonic. Sonic 06? I mean, you say that, but I actually really liked Sonic 06. I really liked it as a game. I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I also had fun with another controversial one. I also had fun with Werehog, whatever it was. Sonic and the Werehog? Something along those lines? I did not know. Nobody liked Elise. This is the thing that I think they need to stop doing in Sonic games, where they keep putting humans into it for no reason, and then it ends up being bad. They need to stop making human characters, I think, is the best one. Sonic Unleashed, yeah. I liked 06. I enjoyed playing it. I enjoyed playing Unleashed. The only one I didn't like was Sonic and the Rings. Was it Sonic and the Rings? The weird, like, what was it? The, like, Excalibur one. That was bad. That was really, really bad. That sucked. Sonic and the Secret Rings. It was bad. It was so bad. And, like, it was bad in, like, everything as well. Because, like, the gameplay sucked. The story sucked. Like, everything was just bad. Black Knight, Secret Rings? Was there like two? I feel like I'm confusing the two. Sonic and the Rings. Sonic and the 5 Rings. Yes, Sonic and the Secret Rings was bad. And then Sonic and the Black Knight was also bad. Yes, they were both in a genre of just kind of terrible Sonic-ness. They were both in Sonic purgatory for Sonic being terrible. I personally feel like they lost things for a while with that one. Yeah, they both sucked. Cool idea, bad games. That's the thing though, I don't think it was a good idea, even to begin with. The concept for both of them sucked. Really bad. Sonic Colors brought it back? They did. Sonic Colors was great. I loved Sonic Colors. I've toyed with the idea of doing a cover of Reach for the Stars because it's really cute and I would like to do that because he who's Sonic. But yeah, that would be a big project and I don't know if I have the heart for it or the voice for it. Anyway, we can talk about Sonic at a later date. I'm speaking about Sonic for a lot longer than I thought I would. Anyway. Alright, hang on. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go get some more medicine. I'm gonna go take some medicine and I will be back in a minute, if that is okay with you guys. Can I, do I have a thing? I do! Yippee! I have this where I can do... Whatcha? 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 Yeah! I'm gonna go get some medicine. I will be back in a minute. I will see you in a minute, my little nuts. Wah! Oh. Wah! How dare you guys donate to me while I'm taking medicine? How dare you? I messed up swallowing. I messed up swallowing the pills I was taking and choked. It was a bad thing. Hello, I'm back. How dare you guys donate while I'm doing stuff? I'm doing some succession. Mima, Smokey Joe, Peter Hoffman, Arcade, Wild Nexus, wah. Wombat, Midnight Bushy, Nova, wah. Nice hat. Task now. Thank you. John the Lion, Crimson, John the Lion, and Crimson again. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back. Thank you, honeys. Welcome back to you, my Luminoids. Welcome back. Are we ready? We ready to do more stuff? Let me get comfy. There we go. Matoshi, thank you for the super. Yeah. Can I bring this back? Where are my slides? That's my debut slides. That's not my debut slides. That's the Marshmallows. We time traveled. Thank you for the words of encouragement. Oh, honey, I've been having a rough time these past few weeks. Do you first of all? Oh, you wait, yeah, you're the one that did the light art. That's so cool. That's so amazing. Genuinely, that's so cool. How do you do that? Is that like a laser cutter or something that you use for that? That's genuinely so cool. Thank you for that, honey. It's really cool. For anybody who hasn't seen it, I retweeted that. Hoshi made like a really cool light of me. You made them on laser. They're really cool. Go have a look at their stuff because I know that you've done other VTubers as well. It's really cool. Thank you. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I've seen people make those, but like the fact that you went to the effort of making one for me, that's so cool. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Got a light from them before. I love mine. Do they sell them? Oh, that's so tempting. That's so tempting, baby. I will have a look after stream. If you sell them, let me know. Alright, ready? Whatcha? Yippee! Next one. Well, thank you for joining us on Earth. What are your thoughts about fan games? And would you play any of them if they were made? Are there any is there a recommended way for you to share Is there a recommended way to share them with you or your team, as they would most likely not be available on Steam? Yes. Yes to everything. Absolutely. If you make like a game, if you make like a cool fan game, or like make a little bit of fan works, or whatever you want to do, basically. If you make anything and you want to show it to us and you think it's a cool thing that we could implement on stream, absolutely, you can send that to us. In fact, I asked management about it, about what the best way to send that would be. Ta-da! Please send it in with like all of your links and stuff. Send it into amproject.com/contact. That is the best way to send it to us, to all of us girls at the thing. Yeah. So we can't really do a whole lot if you send it on Twitter and things, but if you send it to us on contacts, that goes straight to our managers. You know, that goes straight to Eddie, basically. That goes straight to manage and all that type of stuff, and we can go from there, basically. So if you make like a cool game or something and you think it would be cool if we can play that, I will play a fan game. I will fight to play a cool fan game if you make one. 100%, very much so. I will do that. I would love to. I'm always down for indie devs anyway, and I know that Zoomy does indie night specifically as well. So, I know that all of us at EIEN would be very grateful and very excited if you make any kind of fan content and stuff. I do my best to make sure that if I see anything on Twitter that is like fan content, like fan art and stuff, I try and like at the very least like it or reblog stuff if it's really cool or all that type of thing. Yeah. If you make fan works and you think it'll be cool to have on stream, please send it into aimproject.com/contact. Please. I would love that. I would love to see that. I hope that is helpful. I hope that's helpful. Reblog? Did I say reblog? I've outed myself as a Tumblr user. That's weird actually, because I haven't used Tumblr for like a long time, actually. I haven't used Tumblr since like the bot invasion. God. Outed myself. Wah. Reblob. No. Next one. Yeah. As you mentioned games in the past, as someone that's attempting to make a game for the first time, acting as a project lead/lead writer, do you have any tips or recommendations, especially for someone inexperienced? To put it into perspective, think of a Layton style game with puzzles. I have a few bits and pieces. So all of my stuff with game development, I spoke about it a little bit earlier in the stream. I have made games before, I've made demos. I've worked both with 2D and with 3D. And both of those require different things, different bits and pieces and things. However, I know that stuff going on with Unity at the moment, I know that that's a thing that's happening. However, I know that Unreal Engine is a really good resource both for 2D and for 3D. 2D is a little bit more difficult in Unreal as there's a lot more modules. It's built more so for 3D than it is for 2D, but you can make 2D games in it. There is a lot of resources online for that particular thing. So yeah, I am self-taught, basically. I am mostly self-taught. I basically taught myself how to use Unreal, I taught myself how to use Unity, Blender, Maya, etc. All of those different things. I taught myself how to do all of that type of stuff through YouTube tutorials and various bits and pieces. Please utilize as many tutorials as you possibly can. Please, absolutely. Go have a look on YouTube. Go have a look at like as many resources as you can. Some people do like full courses and things. Yeah, have a look at that. Tons of stuff goes on goes on sale all of the time for different classes and things. Utilize that, genuinely. They're really helpful. In terms of story and stuff, I would highly recommend, if you're doing a Professor Layton style thing, look up how to write murder mystery novels. In fact, if you are making a game in general, even if you are just being like a DM for a TTRPG, if you're just being like a DM in D&D or something, look up how people write murder mystery novels. Because the way that they typically do it is by creating the event, creating the outcome of the event, and then going backwards. They figure out how stuff happened and then swoosh it all backwards by creating clues of like, cool, this guy did this particular thing, but while he was doing that, he did this and this and this and this, and from that, you have your clues. Definitely look up how people make murder mystery novels, look up all of that type of stuff, yes. The Blender Donut tutorial is quintessential. No, it's not. No, it's not. I hate the Blender Donut. I hate the Blender Donut. I didn't learn anything from the Blender Donut. It sucks. Don't listen to it. Who does a good tutorial? Who's the girl that did the frog? Who's the girl that did the frog? She's great. Blender frog. Here it is. It is Ma. In fact, it is Ma. It is Blender for Beginners Easy Froggy. Genuinely, if you are going to make cool Blender stuff, go look up that tutorial. It's so good. It's a really good tutorial, and it's so much better. It's so much better than the Blender donut. I hate the Blender donut. What do you mean, skill issue? Ban that guy. Ban that guy from my chat. I'm so serious. But yes. Yeah, please. There is tons and tons of resources at your fingertips for making your first game and things. I recommend Unreal Engine for one of them. Unity is a very good learning tool, but it has been a little bit odd recently in terms of like publications and such and such. You have a look up and see if there is some Unity alternatives, because I know that they're out there, maybe with a few less tools and things. The good thing about Unity was that people made custom tools for it because it was such a big thing. So you can basically find good stuff for it, but look up some like alternatives and stuff. But yeah, Blender's good for 3D stuff. Pixel art is pretty good as well. But yes, have a look at some tutorials, start from the very beginning, learn some very basic mechanics. And yeah, I believe in you. Let me know how things go. I don't know who you are, because that's the nature of Mallows. But ZBrush too. ZBrush is not free, is the only unfortunate one. Unless they have created a free version, which I didn't know about. However, just Godot? Godot? I don't know how to pronounce it, but Godot, whatever it is. Apparently, according to my chat right now, that's quite good. I'll have to give that a go, actually. Is that good for 2D instead of Unity? I might have a look at that, actually. I might have a look at that. That sounds good. I'll write that down. Write that down. Here we go. Game stuff. Yippee! Cool. Thank you, chat. I'm actually gonna have a look at that later. So yes, go have a look at things. Sadly, no, they did once have free updates for life, but now it's rental because someone bought them. Bruh! I hate that. Yeah. I hope that's helpful to you, honey. If you ever make anything and it's like, you know, a cool different thing, please share it with me. I love games. I love game dev stuff. Please. Is it Godot? Godot? I don't know. I'm gonna have a look later on anyway. But yes, if it's a Layton style game, it would be more 2D. Yes. Weirdly, the way that I made the click puzzle game was with Unity back in the day. But this was many years ago, so there is probably a lot of updates since then. There is probably better stuff since then. Yeah. Utilize as many tutorials as you possibly can, and people's stuff goes on sale all the time. Utilize that. Yeah. Wow. Next one. Hi Amora, I was wondering if you had any plans for membership, such as what kind of members-only content do you want to make? That's a really good question, actually, because I had to think about this quite hard. I wasn't sure what would be a good idea for members-only stuff, or what would be a better idea for, you know, search and all that type of thing. I have mentioned that I want to do ASMR stuff and bits and pieces like that. I definitely think that roleplay ASMR stuff is going to be in members-only content. Definitely some of it is going to be. Some of it will be public. However, like big special ones are going to be membership only. I like the way that Sky does games with chat. I like that she does like audience participation stuff like Jackbox and things. I would like to do some of that in future as well. Yeah, I want to hang out with you guys. I want to make extra special content for you in members like that. Yeah, I'd like to do like some like roleplay centric streams as well. Yeah, the Skylight in her is coming out. Don't even. Do not even. Do not. Do not even. I just think she's cool, okay? I think she's neat. I think she is neat. Okay. Yeah, so I would like to do that at some point or another. But yes, I want to make content that is very, very specific. Use a lot of user participation and stuff. Yeah, if you guys are my members, you guys are very special. You want to be here, you want to support me and make more stuff, and therefore, yeah, therefore I want to make special things for you. I want to make things that you guys can interact with and things. Yeah. So, to, you know, TLDR, all that type of stuff. ASMR, roleplay content, audience participation games, and more content, and stuff like that. That's what I would like to create. So yeah! That's what I would like to make, and I hope that answers your question. Wow. Okay. Yeah! Having read so many books, I'd love to know if you have a favorite quotation or a passage that really spoke to you. I could quote Terry Pratchett for several hours or until someone stops me. Probably with a big stick. Bonk. Bonk. I do, actually. I have, in fact, I think the next slide has that passage on it. I think it is... Did I include the one that I was going to? I did. I did indeed include the passage that I was going to anyway. Here we go! This is my favorite passage from one of my favorite books of all time. And it's from the Twits, if anyone is interested. If anyone has ugly thoughts, it begins to show on their face. And when that person has ugly thoughts, every day, every week, every year, the face gets uglier and uglier until it gets so ugly you can hardly bear to look at it. A person who has good thoughts cannot ever be ugly. You can have a wonky nose and a crooked mouth and a double chin and stick out teeth, but if you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams and you will always look lovely. And that is my favorite passage from one of my favorite books of all time. I love that though. I like the idea that if you are a good person, no matter how you look, you will always be beautiful. I like that. I like seeing the good in people, I think, and that's why I like it, you know? It's a very good choice. I think so! I think it's sweet. Yeah. I think everybody has a little bit of beauty in them, so long as they are a good person, you know? And I think this is a good statement for that. Yeah. So there we go. That is my favorite passage from one of my favorite books. Next! Yeah! Hi Amora, what was it like meeting your Genmates and Senpais for the first time? Completely nerve-wracking. I don't think if, I don't know if people really realize this a lot of the time, especially because of the nature of the industry that we're in, but a lot of VTubers are really shy. Like, really, really shy. So meeting everybody for the first time was incredibly, it was incredibly nerve-wracking. His whole thing was like, why did I say his whole thing? What happened to my sentence there? What happened to me there? What did I read? Eh? Where did my brain demolished itself? I like went to create a sentence and came out of eh? Okay, you know what? I'm restarting that. You know what? Hi Amora, what was it like meeting your Genmates for the first time? So meeting everybody for the first time was oh my god, wait, that's why I got a ping. I got a ping from Twitter. I got a notification from Twitter on the phone that I'm using for tracking, and it was a tweet of somebody talking about somebody's behavior. Oh my god! Okay, I just absorbed it. What was it saying? Oh! It was like, you know how Twitter does those like little notification-y things where they're like, oh hey, you don't follow this person, here's what they've tweeted recently. It was one of those. And it showed me like a little flash of corner of their tweet, and it was them talking about somebody that they were like, that was in their chat during one of the streams. Oh my god, there we go. That's what happened. I'm looking at like 4 different things at once and my brain just short-circuited. Oh my goodness, okay. Okay. What was meeting my Genmates like? VTubers are really shy was like the main point that I was gonna say. VTubers are really, really shy. And meeting everybody was really nerve-wracking because we didn't know each other. And I was really worried that I was gonna get here, I was gonna join Haven, and I wasn't gonna get along with anybody, basically. I was gonna have to like be Genmates with these people that were like nice, but I didn't really click with. And I think like we had the initial meeting with Manitan and Eddie and everybody in Haven. We all had the first meeting, and it was, you know, we did the whole going around the circle of like, hi, my name's Amora, I'm a princess, and we did all of that type of stuff. And yeah, it was really sweet, actually. We basically got in there and stopped worrying instantaneously because these people were so lovely to talk to and so nice to just be around. It was like every fear that I had at that moment in time was just instantly gone, basically. Instantly gone. Yeah, it was lovely. It was such like a nice time. And then of course a few weeks later, we didn't meet Misea immediately. We met Misea a few weeks later after we'd all gotten to know each other quite well. And we met Misea a few weeks afterwards, and Kilia was wonderful, and Kiki was wonderful, and Sky was wonderful. And a little while after meeting Misea, me and Sky were in a call together, and you know, I'm talking to Sky, and she's like, "Oh, so how did you get into EIEN? How did you start watching?" And I'm like, about that one, and I confessed that not only was I a Skylight, but also that for some weeks, at a point in time, she had been my phone background. She'd been my phone background, and I explained this to her, and she goes, "Oh, wait, you're my phone background," and she like sends me a screenshot, and it's me, it's just my model as her phone background. It's really sweet. So yeah, I won at life. I joined the company of my OSHI. I get to hang out with my OSHI, and not only is my OSHI my cool friend now, she's my mama. She designed my model. I win at life. Yeah, she's so sweet. That's like one of the bucket list, right? Right? Oh, it makes me so happy. Ah! So yeah, Sky is so lovely, and so is Kilia, and so is Kiki. And they're like, I don't know what I was expecting. Because I was expecting like, Because you have like, because you know how like you go to jobs and like you have like the customer service thing? I genuinely thought that like VTeaming would be like that. But it isn't. It's completely different. So yeah, when you get what's on the tin is what you get, basically. And what we have is the most wonderful senpais ever. They're so wonderful. I feel very lucky. I placed first in the Skylight leaderboards. I did. I won. I win. Amora win. Wah. I win. So yeah, there we go. Yeah. Next. Hi Amora, I enjoy your streams. What is something you learned as you went through your application process and audition for EIEN? This is something that I didn't quite know how to answer it properly because I wasn't sure how to give good advice with that one. I wasn't sure how to, you know, tell you guys how to do good stuff, tell you guys what is best, etc, etc, etc. So let me think about it for a minute. So I have some advice for anybody who wants to audition for EIEN or, you know, any other company or whatever. I really had to think about it. And here we go. I'm covering up my own text. Hang on. There we go. Here we go. Here's audition tips from what I learnt. When you're auditioning for a place, when you're doing all of that type of thing, market yourself with everything that you have. One of the mistakes that I made during my audition for EIEN is that I had a look at all of my skills and I figured that I would condense everything down into the top 3 that I thought were best. And so I chose, you know, I chose the top 3 things that I was like, I'm best at this, I'm best at this, and I'm best at this. And that's what I spoke about. And I was like, these are my 3 things. These are my 3 things. And when I eventually got through all the processes and stuff and got, you know, ended up talking to Manitan for the first time, they were like, cool, do you know how to sing? And I was like, I can hold a tune. And they were like, why didn't you put that on your process then? I was like, huh? So yeah, I left a few things out, basically. What I should have done instead was basically just write down everything. I should have basically just like, not gone into like full detail, but I should have at least given like bullet points to be like, hey, you know, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And yeah, don't sell yourself short is the main thing, and that's what I did. So I got very lucky with that one. And the second one for you guys, if you are auditioning for anything, but especially VTubing, do not roleplay. For the love of God, do not roleplay. Nobody cares if you can do a silly voice. Nobody cares if you can be a cool character. Nobody cares about, like, you know, Mizu Shimada or whatever character that you have invented for this particular purpose. Nobody cares about that person. Everybody cares about the person that you are for this. Nobody cares about being a character in this because you can learn that. You can learn that. You can learn how to be like a silly person in general. What is the most important thing instead of role-playing as a character is to be yourself. Because ultimately, the thing that we care the most about, the thing that your employers will care the most about, and this is for everything, they will care about the type of person that you are, because it is you that is going to be interacting with the company. It is you that has the skills that you have. Yeah. Is it fine for a little bit of voice acting? Yeah, of course. You can voice act. If one of your skills that you are marketing yourself as is voice acting, then definitely show that you can do that. But when you're applying, don't apply as a character, apply as you, because you will be interacting as you for the company. Yeah, don't like begin your audition video as like, you know, oh hiyo, I am this character and I am doing this, this, and this. I was born as an orphan, because ultimately I don't care that you were born as an orphan. I care about how well you're going to work with the rest of the company. So yes, that's the thing that I learned about joining and doing auditions and all that type of thing. Market yourself well, because that's a mistake that I made. And for the love of God, don't pretend to be a person that you're not in your audition tape. Don't do that. And definitely don't continue the character development in your in your audition like submission, in your like form. Oh gosh, yeah. It's a job. It is a job. Apply for this as a job. You can always learn how to do a silly voice. You can always learn how to be a character, you know? What you cannot learn is how to be an agreeable person. So they want to know that. Yeah, if you guys want better information on what is good for stuff, you know, it's one of these things of like, you don't specifically need to watch a video for the company that you're applying for. You don't need to watch a guide for like the video that you're, the company that you're trying to apply for, because ultimately all job applications are basically the same thing. Unless they ask you to do a very specific thing. Yeah, apply for it like a normal job position. And that is the best advice that I can give you. Be a normal person, be yourself, be yourself. Yeah, your talent matters. Being an orphan should be nothing. I don't mean to... If you are actually an orphan, I'm so sorry. But yes. Yeah, very much so. Just apply as you. Be you in your audition. Because ultimately, you know, if you get there and you are not a good fit for the company, they will find that out from your application. And if you are pretending to be a different person, or if you're acting as a different person, they are not going to be able to tell that if you are pretending to be somebody else. Yeah. Think of the space orphans. I'm sorry, space orphans. No. Yeah, okay. Interviewer, how old are you? As old as the stars that kiss the night sky. Hi, Maya! Don't do that. Don't do that. Please. Please, I beg you, just be a regular human being. Please. Hi, Maya. Yeah, the inverse is also true. Yes, you could be the best person in the world for that particular role, but if you're playing a character, how are they going to know that? How are they gonna know that? Yeah. Yes. Answer as truthfully as you can. Give a concise demonstration of your best, basically. Do that, yeah. That is the advice that I can give to you. That is all I can give. So there we go. Yeah, next one. Hi, Lumina and Amora. Hope marshmallowing is going well. It kind of is, actually. I'm having a good time. I had to go take some medicine before because I'm not very well at the moment, but I feel pretty good in terms of longevity, so haha, I think we are actually going to be able to get to the end of all of these. Yeah. Next. It is the season. It's the season for being ill. It's fine. It's fine. I hope you're not going to be ill soon, Maya. You don't deserve this. You deserve the opposite of being ill. You deserve being well, even. Yeah. What is one game from your childhood that you would love to see remade on modern console/PC? Unironically, Sonic 06. I want them to do Sonic 06 right. Because I liked it anyway, I liked the gameplay, I liked the story and stuff, but there's a few bits and pieces in it that I'm like, you could have done better, you could have done better, please just take Elise out of it. You don't need the kiss scene, you really don't. I hope you feel better soon. I will stay strong for you. Thank you, Maya! Go eat like an orange or something, please, I beg you. You don't want this, please, Maya. You don't want this. Few bits and pieces, like the entire game. I actually liked the gameplay, and I liked some of the time travel and stuff. I liked the stuff with Mephistopheles. I liked the stuff with, you know, I liked the stuff with, what's his name, Silver. I thought it was nice. Silver's one of my favorite characters, by the way. I want them to remake Sonic 06, and I want them to make it good. I want them to make it good. Please. No. Eat a space orange to space vitamin C. I might have to, actually. My voice is getting pretty torn up. But... Wah! I ate a very disappointing orange the other day, actually. I write Silver fanfics? I did not. I did not. I think the only Sonic fanfiction that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna really finish this, was the one where I wrote Chris out of the story. I just got rid of him. He's gone. Yeah. How is it a disappointing orange? It just was just it wasn't orangey enough. Just disappointing. It was watery and not very nice. Yeah, so Sonic 06. I want to see it done right. What kind of jewelry do you like to wear other than your tiara, of course? So, fun fact. Fun fact, my tiara was made for me. Okay. Oh, then we can speak properly with correct pronunciation. Fun fact, my tiara, as in my gold tiara, the one that you can, you know, the one that you can see, it's all shiny. Yeah. That was made for me. So it wasn't my choice. The gems that are in it are, they are specific gems that only Zephyrian royalty are allowed to wear. So it's ultra light, and they are connected to, they are, what would the human term be? Psychically, I guess is the way to put it. Basically, it just means that I can control where it goes, so I can just, yeah, like that. I can control where it goes, if it like stays or disappears, all that type of thing. Psionic might be the human word for it. I don't know. I will have to consult my human dictionary, basically. But yeah, so I didn't choose the gems, I didn't choose all of the stuff in it. So my preferences in terms of jewelry and stuff, even though gold is a signature for Zephyrian royalty, I'm actually a silver enjoyer. I'm a silver jewelry enjoyer personally. So in my spare time for jewelry that I like to wear when I'm not dressed in, you know, proper Zephyrian attire, I like to wear silver jewelry. I will wear like, you know, hammered silver rings and stuff, and that's my choice, basically. I'm not really like a stone or like a gem enjoyer so much when I'm trying to be casual, so like singular silver bands and stuff is typically what I like to wear the most. Yeah. I just don't like it that it tarnishes, but it do be pretty. Yeah, silver's one of those things where you have to really maintain the upkeep a lot, but yeah, that's my favorite. I like them a lot. So long as you polish it correctly and maintain it and all of that type of thing, silver is my favorite. I think it's like, I always think that it's a lot more sleek is the main thing. I like that it's less expensive. I like that people tend to hand make a lot of silver jewelry because then it feels more special. Yeah, I like it a lot. It feels more personal, I think, silver jewelry. So that's what I tend to wear a lot more. Did you know that silver has natural antibiotic qualities? Is it really? And water in a silver bowl will stay fresher for longer. It's one reason why it's meant to be strong against monsters. Really? I didn't know that. That's so cool. That's really cool. Ah, I learned something today. Thank you, honey. Alright, next question. Silver medically for burns, for example. Really? Huh, interesting. What got you started video editing and how did you learn? So with video editing and stuff, I started as a self-taught individual. So I started making like videos and stuff. I loved like this is so embarrassing. Childhood Amora was a very big Minecraft YouTuber fan, and I still enjoy it as a guilty pleasure now, but Childhood Amora was a Minecraft YouTuber fan, and they desperately wanted to be a Minecraft YouTuber, just to make cool videos and stuff. So I got my dad, my father the king, I got him to teach me how to install Bandicam and stuff. And I used to film myself walking around my Minecraft world, and then I'd edit it up on Windows Movie Maker. I edited it up on Windows Movie Maker, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed editing and all that type of stuff. And so years and years later, when I was in my late teens, I decided that I was going to take a bunch of classes and stuff, and so I ended up taking a bunch of educational courses on video editing. So I now have like official qualifications and stuff in video editing. If anyone's interested in what I use now, I use Adobe Premiere. I use Premiere Pro for all of my editing now. So yeah. Very much so. I learned through video, like I learned through I learned through tutorials and other things like that, but yeah, back in the day I was making Minecraft videos and I never published them anywhere. I don't think anyway. I never published them anywhere, but I think they still exist somewhere. We might have like baby Amora talking about their Minecraft world somewhere on a pen drive or something along those lines. But yeah, I still really enjoy Minecraft, and I'm waiting for Mana-chan to give me the go-ahead to do more Minecraft, because I'm a Minecraft fiend. I will play Minecraft for hours. But yeah, that's how I started video editing. I now have like tons of qualifications and stuff in it, but that's how I started. Yeah. So, there we go. What's up? Bit of a long one. Here we go. Hi Amora, I've been loving every stream you've done. I'm super infatuated with your voice and personality. Thank you, honey. I might not be able to watch every stream live, but you're just as entertaining as watching your VOD. But you're just as entertaining watching your VODs, really? Aww. I like to ask you about your editing process, or when you have a script for your YouTube shorts, do you have a clear idea on what you want to do editing-wise? Or do you get more and more ideas as you work on the video? Also, if you feel like an idea isn't working for a video, isn't turning out the way that you want it to, do you keep it or do you scrap the entire thing? Hope you don't mind if I send more barriers during the week in case I come up with more questions. I'm really looking forward to seeing how much you grow. Thank you, honey. This is a really good question, actually. I quite like that. So for my videos and my shorts and things, I always start off with a script. I get most of my ideas when I'm showering, weirdly enough. So whenever I'm like in the shower or something and I get an idea, I'll get out the shower and I'll write it down. So, you can populate the Minecraft world. Listen, Minecraft. Whenever I have an idea for a script, I will write it down, basically. And then later on, when I'm like better thought of stuff, I will sit down and I will officially come up with a script. Each script that I have is about 200 to 300 words, and I will cut it down basically to its barest elements so that I have like full sentences and stuff. Not every script that I write is a banger. That just doesn't happen, and YouTube thinks so as well. I think it's important to note when you're making shorts and when you're making videos and stuff wherever, you could make the most mind-blowing, most amazing video or short ever. You could make like the holy grail of videos, and YouTube still won't show it to people if it doesn't want to. So it's really important to not get discouraged in that way. It's really important to continue making videos to as best of a quality as you can possibly make them, for the off chance that they do actually show it to tons of people. Basically, if it catches the algorithm, it's important that every video that you make is an opportunity for you to showcase your best. So yeah. Not every script that I make is a banger. Not every script that I make will be made into a short. Basically, I pick whatever short I want for that week. I pick the script that I think is going to best match what I want to talk about in previous streams, or have talked about, or will talk about in future streams and stuff. I try and match it to the vibe of how things are going. But yeah, the way that I do it is I decide how my shorts and stuff are going to look. I find a theme that I really like. I will make one tester short, and basically I will come up with footage that has every type of animation that I want to use. If I use a particular animation for, like, you know, if I am on screen and I'm standing here, this is exactly how I film. This is the exact position in which I film. I put my software over top, and I will create animations for me, like, you know, popping into frame, or like moving up or moving down or moving to the side, or that type of thing. I will batch cook animations to look the way that it is, basically. And yeah, basically once I have all of those batches of animations all pre-cooked, I can basically just copy and paste that animation onto the cut up bits of footage I have for the rest of my shorts forever. So nowadays, now that I have the theme, now that I know what I'm doing, now that I have the script and stuff, it will take me maybe about 2 to 3 hours to make a finalized short. So I'll write the script, I'll record it, I'll cut it up, I'll edit it, and I will do the subtitles and any other bits of custom animation that I want in that as well. So that takes me about 3 hours. So every short that you see, depending on how long it is about 3 hours of my life that I have spent making it, personally. But I like them. I think they're fun, and I enjoy making them for you guys. So that's why I want to put that effort in. I post that every other day now. I tell management, I was like, I'm gonna do this every other day now, and they were like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. So there we go. Sometimes if I don't like a script, it doesn't get scrapped entirely. If there's a bit in the script that I don't like as a whole, sometimes I will take segments out of it and write an entirely new script based off of that segment. So, yeah. It's quite a lot of time. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you, honey.
If you have fun while editing, I find that time flies really quickly. Yes, very much so. I like it. I have fun. I think it's, you know, yeah. Yeah. In a bunch of custom assets as a side project. I don't know if you guys have seen these just yet, but for the custom color light sticks that some of my other Genmates have been using, I made those for them very early on. This was like prior to debut that I made them for everyone. I made custom colors for everybody. It was very, very simple and stuff, but yeah, I tend to do that a lot where if I have a spare hour or something, or if I'm hanging out with one of the girls and I want something to do with my hands, I'll just make like funky assets and stuff. Like, yeah, did you guys see on Twitter the GIF? Kiki almost spoiled it, did she really? Oh, Killian, never mind. Yeah, it was a very simple template. But yeah, the little GIF with like the letter in my mouth, I made that letter asset. I drew it up myself and stuff. So yeah, if I have a spare hour or I want to do something very, very special, I will just make that for myself. So you'll always be able to tell if I make an asset for myself on Twitter, because every asset that I do not make for myself, I will always credit. I will always credit the person who made the asset. So if there's no credit, it's because I made it. Was a very, very cute gift. Thank you, honeys. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's real cute. But yeah, I made that. I did that. That was me. So yeah. But yeah, I do that quite a bit. I just like making things, I think. I like working hard to make cool stuff. Wow, okay. Next one? Next one. Yeah. Princess, thank you for visiting our speck of dust in the Virgo cluster. You're welcome. You've been blessed by my presence. You've not been with us long, but so far it's been a blast, and I hope the future is bright for you and the Luminauts. I hope so too. I am not a British person, but I've been living in Britain for about a decade. Congratulations. And like to explore the country by going on extended hiking trips. Could your ship scanners recommend a must-visit place or region in the country? If so, I'll find a trail in the area and walk it by intergalactic royal decree in spring. I like this a lot. Even though I'm not like, I don't know, I exercise quite a bit, but I'm not like a big hiker. However, my dad, my father the king, he's a very exploratory individual. Years and years and years ago, we made the very large trip. We went to, there is a very big mountain in Britain called Snowdon. And it's a very, very big mountain. Is Snowdon the largest? It's a mountain. I don't know if it's the tallest in the UK, or if it's just the tallest in Wales, which is where it is. I don't know specifically. But we made the trip down there very specifically to go and climb Snowdon, because my dad is a big hiker individual and that's what he wanted to do, and I was like, okay, I will go with you. And yeah, I highly recommend it. As much as the trip itself was absolute hell, because of how long it was and how exhausting it was and everything, that type of thing, it was a very, very beautiful place. Highest mountain in Wales, yes. It was a very, very beautiful place. I don't remember a whole lot about it because it was a long time ago, but I remember it being incredibly beautiful, and I remember it being a lot of fun to hike it. So yes, if that is something that you are interested in doing, I can very much recommend Snowdon. Yeah. Largest in Wales, Ben Nevis in Scotland is the tallest. Oh, is it really? Very nice. Yeah. So, I don't think I will be hiking Snowdon for a long time. However, I highly recommend it because it was incredibly beautiful and it was very accomplishing. I came back from it and was like, man, that sucked, but I feel very proud of myself. So yeah, go there if you wish to. I give you my intergalactic royal decree to do it if you so wish. And if you are healthy enough to. Make sure that you are healthy enough. I don't want to hear any stories of my Luminauts getting stuck in a mountain. Good luck! Stretch. Stretch. Yeah! Next! Hello, Princess Amora. I've been meaning to ask this for a while now, but I wasn't sure if I should. Since you opened Marrows, I'm taking my chances. You mentioned your debut 2.0 that you're a Skylight. I'm curious if you recognize some names of your fellow Skylights. In their names appear in your chat. I do. I do a little bit. I definitely recognize some regulars. I recognize a few people. I'm really, really flattered that some of you guys have, you know, you're coming to hang out with me and stuff. I'm really flattered by it. So yes, as a Skylight, I was a massive lurker is the main thing, so I didn't talk a whole lot. I was a massive lurker. I would mostly put Sky on in the background. I was also a VOD watcher a lot of the time because I wasn't really awake when she was streaming a whole lot. But yes, I do recognize some people. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna move on before I get too embarrassed. She knows. I know. Blah. Here we go. Long one again. Blah. I have an intricate and honestly exceptionally unlikely theory that all of the various events that led you all to dodging fate, i.e. Portal appearing, is related to an elaborate scheme to bring about the apocalypse for a specific world. Aha! Okay, interesting. With you and Navi, your brush with annihilation came about due to a miscalculation on Navi's part. Is there any chance that someone could have interfered with her, tampered with your ship while you were negotiating? Could it have been an assassination attempt? Incredible levels of speculation going on here. I base this on nothing but a hunch, an attempt to tie all of the stories together. No comment. Next. Okay. Is there much about your lore that you can share with us that isn't covered in the lore video? I imagine some of it is being kept under wraps since there's a connection between Gen 1 and Gen 2. We have some... I specifically am creating content and stuff to fit in with that. I care very, very deeply about the lore in general. It's one of my favorite parts of VTubing as a whole. I will be creating bits and pieces for that. So my lore stuff isn't gonna stop with just like the lore videos that I made for debut. I'm gonna be making some other stuff as well. There's stuff that I can't share. I don't know how much I can share with it. In fact, all I'm gonna say is that for what I'm working on at the moment, I want to expand on my duties. I want to give you guys an impression of my duties as a princess, my responsibilities, and how much I'm giving up by saving Navi, by what I am doing, how big this is, how much bigger this is than just me. So I can't share a lot, but I am working on stuff. The haters will sabotage me if I say too much. Yeah, I want to work on more lore videos. My lore videos for debut is not my only one that will be happening. I will be creating more in future. It just might take a little while because of how intensive the stuff was. In fact, like for the lore video, I worked on that for about like 3 months or so. So, lore is intensive. Yes. Remember, if you want to keep things secret, don't tell Fishy. Yes, I will not, I will make sure to be cautious of the Tom Holland of the of the branch. Oh, God bless Killia. I love her. Bless. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Next. Yeah. Who are some of my favorite VTubers? Who are some of my favorite YouTubers, and what type of videos do I enjoy watching? I have compiled a list. Watcha! These are some of the main YouTubers that I watch at the moment. So I'm very into like making food content stuff. I don't know if anyone recognizes some of the people in here. Jude's Kitchen! Yes. I am a Imamurum. She is a wonderful lady. She's a mum who makes bento boxes. And she makes these really beautiful, elaborate bento boxes for her husband and her kid and stuff. Yeah, she makes tons of bentos and stuff. And that, I feel like such a stereotype because I really like making cute food. I really like making food for my loved ones and stuff. I'm like the chef of my family. Well, I don't know. Everybody in my family can cook really, really well, but I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. I made soup recently and I'm really proud of it. It was good. Yeah, so I like watching like food content. I want to do a stream in future where I make a cute bento. I want to do that. I'd like to do that. So, Imamurum, she makes bento boxes. June's Kitchen does a whole bunch of food content as well. He's got cats. He's got cats. Him and his wife have now 4 cats. They have 4 cats and they're all very, very sweet. So moving on, we have Scotty and we have Blue SR. Both of these people are Hollow Knight content creators. They are Hollow Knight speedrunners, and I like the stuff that they make. Yeah, go check their stuff out. They do speedrunning stuff for Hollow Knight, and I like their stuff. Scurry does some really, really stupid speedrunners. So Scurry does things like, I think some of their most popular stuff is like grass percent, which is where they just go and cut all of the grass in Hollow Knight. It's funny. It's really good. Gatsby Studios and ABD Illustrates, they are both artists. Gatsby Studios does food illustration and stuff with markers and all that type of thing, and it's very, very cute. And ABD Illustrates does a whole lot of D&D content, which is also really good, and I get a lot of my inspiration from my illustrations and stuff from ABD Illustrates. And finally, I still watch Hermitcraft. I've kept up on it all this time. I watch basically everybody in Hermitcraft, and now I've moved on to like Third Life and One Life and all that type of stuff. All of the additional hardcore stuff that they do, I go and I watch it. And I love it. I love it entirely. It's my favorite. So there we go. They are my favorite YouTubers. I like them a lot. Please go check them out if you want to have a look at some stuff. Scurry's low percent run, yeah, where he just killed a bunch of birds for like 48 hours. Good lord. It's the British, isn't it? Yes, it is. They are British. They are British content creators. Yeah. I admire them a lot. I think it's good. Hammercraft has been keeping me consistently on YouTube forever. Yeah. I like it a lot. Wow. I watched basically all of them. It was very sweet. I like it. It's very wholesome, I think is the thing that I enjoy about it. Next. Here we go. Here is the thing that I got a lot of questions about. Here is the thing that I got a lot of questions about. I wanted to answer this specifically because so many people have been asking. Yes. So you guys look at EIEN stuff. You guys have a look at like everybody else's things. You know recently that MIDI has an alt account. Zumi's gonna get an alt account. They both are gonna produce NSFW stuff as well. Yeah, basically a lot of people asked me and I got a lot of marshmallows about it. So I wanted to just talk to you guys about it and make it clear what everything was, what all my boundaries were, all of that type of thing. Yeah. Just so that everyone's like aware and all that type of thing. Yeah. Okay, ready? Here we go. Am I going to produce NSFW content? No. I will not be producing. I'm say so, but I'm also an adult is the best way to describe it. I will not be producing NSFW content. Yeah. It's just not my thing. I'm not particularly interested in it. I'm not gonna be having a Twitter roll. I'm not gonna do any of that type of stuff. Not my vibe. Yeah. I'm say so, but yeah, I'm also an adult, if that makes any sense. I can be adult, I can make jokes and stuff, but I'm not gonna be producing any NSFW stuff. Yeah. Are you guys allowed to produce NSFW content? Again, I'm covering the thing. Yes. If you guys are going to... Quite frankly, I cannot stop the internet from being the internet. If you guys want to go out and make NSFW content, yes, you can do that. In fact, yeah, go do that. I don't mind. Please, feel free. However, don't try and like DM it to me. Don't like... don't like DM it to me. Don't like send me marrows about it or like links to it or anything. I'm just not particularly interested, basically. Like, you know, the NSFW content of me is for you guys. That's for you guys specifically. That is for you guys to indulge. I'm not particularly interested. Next. How do you guys share your NSFW stuff for yourself? I have a lewd tag. I had somebody send me a marrow that was like, why do you have a lewd tag if you don't use it, huh? Well, I have it for you guys. If you guys want to share your NSFW content of me on Twitter, I have hashtag Lumina. That is my NSFW account. Not NSFW hashtag. That is specifically for you guys. That's where you guys can go to share all of that cool content. Yeah. And I think, is that the last one? No, it is not. Yeah. Is there any specific NSFW content that you do not want you guys, that I do not want you guys to produce? Yes, there is very much so. Please keep it legal. Please keep it legal. And please do not involve anything involving animals, minors, anything gross, etc. like that. Please. Even though I give you permission to make NSFW content, even though you can do stuff like that, do not be irresponsible with it. I do not want to Google my name one day and find out that somebody is accusing me of something that is not okay. Just because I gave you guys permission, be real, be regular with it, be responsible with this permission, please. Is that a deal? Can we have a deal?
Thank you. Thank you.
So there we go.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you feel like you want to make, you know,
I'm aware of what I look like.
I look the way that I do. I know that there are people out there who will be making that content of me regardless of if I gave permission or not. So, I ask that if you are going to make that type of content, please abide by these very few rules. Other than that, go crazy. Whatever you want. I do not mind. Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to make it very, very clear and yeah, give you guys all of that stuff. Give you guys all of that information. Do I have anything else? Nope, that's it. So there we go. Waja! Yay!
Ending with a tasteful bit of spice.
Indeed, very much so. So yeah, if you guys can abide by those, you know, those little requests, I will appreciate it. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming to the stream. I really, really appreciate it. That was fun, actually. That was really fun. I want to do that again in future. I'm not sure if I will continue addressing mallows that you send in and all that type of thing. I will be reading over them just to see if there's any like cute messages and things. However, next time I do this type of video, I will put it out on Twitter beforehand and I will put it out on my YouTube community tab and all that type of things. So yeah, I will let you guys know when I'm doing a specific mallow stream and all that type of thing. But yeah, I want to do that again. Yeah. Send you math homework next time?
Don't even joke about that. Don't even joke about that. Don't even joke about that. I'm so bad at math. Do not even.
Why am I small? Yeah, cool. Thank you everybody for coming. We had a really good time. I was gonna raid into MIDI, however, I believe her internet is acting a little funny still. Is it still acting funny? It is still acting funny. Is there anybody else that I can raid into at this point in time? Who knows? Time to send you philosophical questions? I'd die. I would die. Your human philosophy escapes me massively, I think. Stream is cancelled for now? Is it really? No! Crying. Crying, screaming! Crying, screaming. I think the next one that's coming up in about 30 minutes is Zumi in Haven. So I would like to give Zumi a bit of a raid. So that gives you guys enough time to go get some water, go get some snacks, and take care of yourself. Yeah. Let me get that set up for you guys. Here we go. She's playing Superman 64. Oh, good lord. That is going to be chaotic. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, please, when she starts stream, go give her all of my love, and yeah. Thank you all for coming. I had a really, really good time. I'm gonna go take some breaks and stuff, this, that, and the other, and yeah, I will put it my schedule. Oh yeah, for at the moment, cause I'm not feeling particularly well, the beginning week of my schedule for this week is a little barren, unfortunately. It's a little clear. So for Monday and Tuesday next week, I will not be streaming because I want to really make sure that I'm not being ill as much of the time because I don't have enough energy and I feel like I'm doing a bad job and stuff. So I'm taking Monday and Tuesday off to recover and all that type of thing. So for the end bit of next week, I will be doing my very best to stream a lot, but yeah, for the beginning bit, because I'm ill. Yeah, I will see you guys another time. Cool. Yeah, cool. Go give Zumi all of my love, and I will see you all next time. I will see you very soon, actually. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye Maya. Thank you everybody for coming. Bye bye.